What's up, guys? I'm Miles here with Ascendo Sports. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the possibility of Kevin Love getting traded to the Portland Trailblazers. Does it make sense? Why it would help them? Potential packages that they would have to give up to get him. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So a few days ago, Kevin Love is being thrown around in trade talks. The Cavs are finally committing to their rebuild, which he should have done last year. He pretty much said that he wants to be traded to the Trailblazers if it can happen. This is an article by Brad Botkin on CBS Sports. But this year his numbers have been down, and that is due to the fact that they are rebuilding. He's getting less play time on the court. They're trying to run more plays through Colin Sexton and Darius Garland. So I believe he still has another 2.5, 3 years of contributing good. So I would be okay to take on his contract if it means contending for a title. And again, I believe Dame and CJ are right now still in their prime and can compete for that title, definitely with the roster they have around them once everybody's healthy. So last night they beat the New York Knicks, blew them out, but that's not saying much. Who doesn't blow out the Knicks? The Trailblazers have struggled this year, going 10-15. But they have been riddled with injuries. We know Zach Collins went down early in the year. Nurkic is still out from his broken leg. And Rodney Hood just tore his Achilles. So they have not had any luck. Right now they're sitting at 11th in the West. But you see 2-3 win streak can put them right back in the playoffs. And right behind them are the San Antonio Spurs and Greg Popovich. So they are not in a safe position right now. They did bring in Carmelo Anthony, which I praise them for. And as I said, he's played great so far, shooting really well from the three-point line and free throw line. He's also been hustling a lot if you actually watch the games, which most people don't. He's been getting a decent amount of blocks and steals and a lot of rebounds. The only thing I would say is he needs to drop his turnover some. Then Hassan Whiteside is a big question mark right now because in most trade deals, reasonable trade deals, you would probably have to give him up. And my goal is to not give him up because just think about down low if you had him and Nurkic and Love and Collins. You would be loaded. You would be great. So here's one offer. Now, this is a theoretical offer because I'm not sure if it could happen. Since Rodney Hood is hurt, we could see if the NBA could kind of give a little break like they did with Gordon Hayward to give the team some more salary cap room. That's a potential deal. Then Bazemore and Zach Collins for Kevin Love. Now, Bazemore is probably going to have to be a part of all these deals unless you're giving up Whiteside because you're definitely not trading Dame or CJ. And I would rather keep Zach Collins for the long term. So this next offer is the one I like the most. Send in Bazemore, Labissiere, and Hezonja. Now, if you watch the games, Hezonja has played pretty bad. I mean, he looks really bad when he's on the court. No offense to him. Labissiere also hasn't played that great defensively or rebounding. So I would be okay to give both of them up. And you would, of course, have to include some picks, but this would give you the ability to have maybe the best big men all around. Like, you're going to have such a solid core down low with Nurkic, Whiteside, Zach Collins, and then Kevin Love. Both Collins and Kevin Love will be able to space the floor, hit threes on the perimeter, and then you're going to watch Nurkic and Whiteside be able to trade minutes. Or, if I'm playing the Lakers, maybe I'll start both of them just so we can be more dominant down low going against Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis at the same time. So it just gives the Trailblazers a lot of potential options. Now, one thing it does is pretty much kind of screws them for the future unless they were able to trade him again during the summer if it doesn't work out, because he is on a pretty big deal, and I don't know how desperate they are. But for a small market team, just think about, you don't get opportunities like this every day. You don't have, most small market teams aren't going to have one of the best point guards in the league, solid like B+, A- shooting guard in CJ McCollum, Nurkic and Whiteside on the same team with Zach Collins and a 10-time All-Star veteran and Carmelo Anthony. You don't get this every day if you're in the NBA, definitely for a small market team. Now, if they're like a Los Angeles right now or a New York team, yeah, maybe I don't make this deal because free agents are going to want to come. But in Portland, free agents have wanted to come. Kent Bazemore said he wanted to come, and Rodney Hood wanted to stay. But all around, you're not getting any superstars saying, hey, I really want to move to Portland. So if I'm them, I would make this deal for Hezonja, Labissiere, and Kent Bazemore. And, of course, you would have to include some draft picks. I don't know about like a first-round unprotected, but maybe like 2 first-round lottery protected or something like that. Just, they're not just trying to get Kevin Love off. They're trying to get something for Kevin Love. One thing I would not do is trade Nasir Little. He's played really good. I don't understand why he's not being played more in the rotation. Of course, he plays a little reckless. All his skills aren't down pat yet. But when he's in, he's very athletic. He's able to defend multiple positions. He grabs a lot of rebounds. He hustles for blocks and steals. So I don't want to give up Nasir Little. He's young, and I think he has a really high cap in this league overall. I think he'd become a really good role player, even a starter, one of those grinder guys. Kind of reminds me of like a Patrick Beverly, Andre Roberson for OKC. So I definitely want to keep him. And all around, this could be a legitimate, like, they're already a contender once everybody's healthy. Once Nurkic and Zach Collins come back, you're going to see a loaded team, because that means coming off your bench is going to be either Melo and Whiteside or Nurkic and Collins, or most likely, I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do with the rotation, but I don't want them to give up Whiteside. Yeah, he may act a little out of it sometimes, if you know what I mean, but all around, he's one of the best rebounders in the league, and he seems to be a great team chemistry guy. If you watch his Snapchat stories and Instagram, he has a great time with the guys, and I don't think it'd help morale at all if they got rid of him. And if they got rid of him now, that means until Collins and Nurkic get back, you're running either Anthony Tolliver or Labissiere or Kevin Love at the 5. And they're already terrible down low, so it would get so much worse. But that's my thoughts on it. I believe, hey, send Labissiere, send Hezonja, send Kent Bazemore. Even though he's playing good, and 2 first-round lottery-protected picks, you grab Kevin Love. Everybody stays healthy. Don't overplay anybody. Make sure everybody is good for the playoffs. You fight for a decent seed, though. And you go in there and you have one of the best teams. Let's say LA's at 1 and the Clippers are at 2. If you can grab the 4th or 5th seed or 6th seed, you're playing like what? The Mavericks, the Jazz, the Nuggets. That's a series you can win, and I think this could be a chance for a small market team to really make some noise. They made it to the Western Conference Finals last year with a lot less. Again, that was a weaker West. Even though it was a super strong West, it was still weaker than this year. But I mean, with all that talent on that team, you would have so much more experience with Kevin Love. He's been there. He's been to an NBA title. He's won one. So all around, I would say do the deal. So let me know what you think about it. And thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.